Hey, how's it going? We're going to start with footwork today. So you can set up your reformers with 3 red and a blue spring, or if you want the weight to be a little lighter, 3 red and a yellow spring. Heels go on wide to the far corners of the foot bar. Our feet and knees are turned out. We're working in a neutral pelvis so that the spine is long and there may be a slight space between the low back and the mat. Exhale as you push out, engage your inner thighs, activate your pelvic floor muscles, relax your ribs and keep your core tight. Focus on your breathing, pushing the energy from the heels out through the crown of the head as you get long in that stretch, and then resist back to center with control. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the ribs closed. Now exhale, push out in the external rotation. And inhale as you come in, turn your feet and knees in towards each other, bringing the carriage back to center. So we push out in the external rotation, and then the feet and knees turn in and we come in an internal rotation so that we can start to stretch and strengthen our hips and release our low back. Exhale as you go out, inhale as you come in, stabilizing your whole body. It's just the legs and the carriage that are moving here. All the way out, right back in, feeling the femur bone rotating fluidly throughout the hip joint. Now keep it wide and just slide it to your toes. Lift the heels up high. Push into your big toe and second toe, keeping the heels lifted about 4 to 5 inches up so that we work towards strengthening the calves. As you push out, engage your inner thighs, lift up into your pelvic floor. Feel your hip bones narrow in towards each other. And as you come in, feel your sits bones widen. Still working in that neutral pelvis so the spine is long, ribs are soft, core is tight, every muscle in your body stays active and connected. The point of footwork is that we work the alignment of our joints as we stretch out and warm up the legs for everything else we're about to do. And now go into a wide prance in that external rotation, bending one knee, stretching the opposite heel down underneath the foot bar, trying to get one of the heels to go a little further underneath that foot bar each time to deepen the stretch in the calf, into the Achilles tendon, all the way up into the hamstrings. Now move to a V in the center on the toes, heels together, toes apart, knees only about as wide as the shoulders. As you push out, feel your hip bones narrow in towards each other. And as you come in, release the pelvic floor engagement, feeling your sits bones widen. Pushing all of the energy from the toes out through the crown of the head as you get long in that stretch. Zipping up the inner thighs, getting that deep core and pelvic floor activation. I like to have my hands down with the palms up here to help keep the chest open. Now we're going to push out, drop the heels down, lift the heels up, bend the knees and come in. And then we'll drop for 2. Lift up, bend in. Now we drop for 3. You push it out, you drop, lift, bend, come in. Then we have 4 drops. Take it out. You drop for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them high, bend, come in, and start to prance it out in parallel. Bending one knee, stretching the opposite heel deeply down underneath the foot bar while stabilizing your pelvis and hips. Try not to bounce, but instead it's a firm press with the heel and then a lift, so you get a little deeper each time. Now for our final footwork position, move onto the heels with your feet parallel, flex the ankles, have about 3 inches of space between your feet. Push the balls of the feet away from the center of the body as you pull your middle toes straight back toward the knee, working the alignment of the joints. So we want to make sure the hips, knees, ankles are all in one straight line, and that the knees only point straight up toward the ceiling, never in or out. Exhale as you fully lengthen, feeling your quads engage and lift, and then inhale, resisting in with that same speed. Going into bridging, you're going to curl the hips up, push the carriage out, and then roll the spine back down Exhale, tuck the pelvis, lift the hips. Inhale, push out. Exhale, pull in, and then the upper back, mid back, low back connect to the mat. Engage your core, engage your hamstrings, squeeze your glutes, push it out, pull it in, and then fluidly roll down through that spinal stretch. Breathing into this work, reaching long through the fingertips so that the shoulders stay relaxed, and make sure to stay even across your pelvis and your hips the whole time that you move. Looking straight up so that there's a slight space between the chin and chest, keeping the back of the neck long. At the bottom, tilt the pelvis away from your face, creating space between the low back and the mat, and then imprint the low back, eliminate that space, and curl your hips all the way up, strengthening our posterior chain, working every muscle in the back side of the body here. Exhale up, inhale out, exhale in, then roll down one vertebrae at a time, creating space and length between the bones, keeping the spine young and healthy. Now we're going to go into a single leg pelvic lift. So the right knee comes to tabletop, and we curl the hips all the way up and down with that left heel still on the foot bar the whole time. Squeezing into that left glute at the top and trying to keep the right knee at that 90-degree angle the whole time. Exhale up, inhale down. Make sure that the left toes continue to point forward the whole time. And don't lose your core engagement. That's what's going to help protect the low back from this move. All the way up, all the way down. Breathing into it. We're going to switch. Now the left leg comes up and we do that same movement. Exhale, you curl the hips all the way up, feeling the engagement in the right hamstrings and the right glute. And keeping that left knee bent at that 90-degree angle the whole time. Getting the upper back, mid back, low back connect down. And keeping the right toes and knees pointed straight forward the whole time. Trying not to move the carriage as you lift and lower the hips. All the way up, all the way down. Beautiful work. Stay with it. Keep breathing. Don't give up. Rest. We're going to come on up and adjust the weight so that you have just one blue spring on the reformer, and our hands are going to go onto the shoulder blocks. The balls of the feet will go onto the foot bar, and you're going to push the carriage out and lift one leg up toward the ceiling, and then retract the shoulders, pull the hands back in underneath your shoulders as you drop the foot down. One leg up, push out, then the arms pull in, then leg drops. Neck is long, eyes are focused about 4 to 5 inches in front of the headrest and down. We're in a long spine position. Now pike it up, look at your toes, and plank, look past your hands. Curling into the abs, feeling every muscle throughout your abdominal wall engage as you lift and lower. Heels are together, toes are apart in a Pilates V position. Feeling the outer thigh muscles wrapping around the back of the legs and lifting up toward the glutes. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Firmly pressing into both hands so that you're active and lifted in the upper back. Now step the right foot forward, setting up for Russian splits. Tee the arms out like airplane wings. Stay low and bent at the 90-degree angle on that right leg. Keep the left leg straight the whole time and just extend the right leg out and in. Exhale, extend, inhale, bend slow. Working hip flexibility and balance here. Now bend the back knee in on the inhale. Exhale, push that back leg out, squeezing into the glutes. Keep your chest up. Stay low on that front leg. And it helps to keep your eyes focused at one stationary point in front of you. Inhale, bend. Exhale, push. Now bring your hands to the shoulder blocks, and with 2 straight legs, lift the hips up, forehead to the knees, and then push out to your splits as you push the carriage out. I like to walk my hands down onto the carriage to get a little deeper into the stretch sometimes, as that feels good for me, but perfectly fine to just keep the hands onto the shoulder blocks the whole time as well. Inhale down, exhale up, getting a little deeper each time in your split stretch. Breathe into it and now hold it at the bottom. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. One more big inhale, exhale, come on in, step both feet back into that V position on the foot bar in your plank, and froggy in and out. Inhale, you bend. Exhale, you push out and zip up the inner thighs, keeping the spine long and your gaze about 3 to 4 inches in front of the headrest and down. Bend in, push out, keep pulling the abs in the whole time to help support your back. Now the left foot comes forward and we stand up for Russian splits. Teeing the arms out, and the left leg just extends and bends. Exhale out, inhale in, stay low. Feel that deep psoas stretch on your right side as we work hip flexibility on that left leg. Now bend that right leg in on the inhale. Exhale, push it out, squeeze into your glute. Keeping the eyes straight forward and slightly up so that we maintain beautiful posture throughout the work. Inhale, bend, exhale, lengthen. Now bring your hands down, lift your hips up, forehead to the knee, bring the carriage in, and then push out to the splits and walk your hands down. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, you lower. Perfectly fine to keep the hands on the foot bar, or if you wish to add a deeper stretch, then walk your hands down to the carriage. As you go up and down, now hold it at the bottom and just breathe. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Bring it in, tendon stretch. Have a seat on your foot bar. Feet are parallel in the carriage. Stand up, forehead to the knees, stretch the hamstrings, and then sit right back down. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sit down. Getting that decompression in your spine as we stretch behind the legs. Now hold on with the hands as you stand up, trying not to move the carriage at all, and then sit back down. Exhale, lift that tailbone up toward the ceiling. Inhale, sit back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, sit. Maybe straightening the legs a little bit more each time, just to get a little deeper in that spinal stretch. Now, as you push out, lift the right leg up toward the ceiling, then come back in forehead to the knee. Then you alternate which leg lifts up each time for a single leg tendon stretch. To come back in, scoop the belly, engage your core, engage your inner thighs, trying not to let your butt hit the foot bar. So it's a really deep lower abdominal engagement to be able to get the carriage to come in. Rest. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, pull the hands together and into a prayer sign. Inhale, gather energy, reach up. Exhale, palms together, float the arms down. One more time, big inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands down. Set up still on a blue spring in a short box position, sitting in a squat position. Take the strap in the left hand in the little loop, 4 fingers in, thumb is out. Stand up, squeeze your butt, and punch that left arm across the body without rotating your shoulders and hips. It helps for balance to sometimes squeeze your calves into the box. Otherwise, just keep the eyes focused at one point. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift and punch across. Feeling the glutes engage and lift up to the low back each time that you come up. Now bring your right knee on the box. Bring your left foot turned out onto the headrest. With the left hand, take a shoulder press, then switch the strap into your right hand and go into draw a sword low to high. So first you engage your upper back, bend that elbow, go into a full arm extension, and then resist back down with that same speed. Pass it into the left hand and take a shoulder press, side to side, while balancing and breathing and strengthening our upper body here. Exhale, you extend. Inhale, slowly bend past the strap and lift it up. Now have a seat on the box, bend the knees over the box, lean back, balance, pick the knees up for boat pose and a modified teaser as you rotate side to side. Squeeze into your obliques and try to stabilize your hips. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back. Now extend both legs out as you rotate toward the foot bar and bend both knees back in as you rotate to the back edge of the carriage. Exhale, rotate the legs, extend. Now keep the legs extended in the hands at center and scissor kick your legs. One leg up, one leg down, point at the toes. Stabilize your upper body, pull the abs in a little deeper. Rest. Stand and face back. Hold the strap in your left hand. Your right leg will step back to a lunge and you row. Then lengthen your arm and pick the right leg up and balance. Lunge back and row. Lift up and balance. Squeezing into your butt, keeping the hips even. Inhale down, exhale up. Lunge back down and row, lift up slow and lengthen and balance. Now hold it back and just lunge and row. Lunge and row. Staying even across the shoulders, trying not to let that back knee tap the floor. Down, up. Squeeze and release. Engaging your lats, engaging your upper back. Now coming into a tricep extension balance, toes against the box, left hand on the box, right hand holds the strap, left leg extends up in the air, and we go into a single arm tricep press while we balance, keeping that right elbow glued in tight to the side of the waist as you extend the arm back and bend it in slow. Push firmly into that left hand so that the arm stays straight and extended. Now hold the right hand back and just pulse that left leg up and down. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release, and rest. Setting up for side overs, add on a spring or two. Take your right foot through the strap, bend the left knee on the box, hands behind the head, wide elbows. Inhale, lower down into the well. Extend the arms out, lift back up with two straight extended arms. So we lower down, straighten the arms, and then lift right back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Get as low as you can get in the well and come up as slowly as you can while staying even across the chest and the shoulders. Down, extend and lift. Inhale down, extend the arms, exhale and lift. Now keep the arms extended and just lift all the way up, all the way down with control. Keep pushing your right foot forward into the strap the whole time. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, engaging your obliques to lift. All the way down, all the way up. Stabilize your hips by pushing that right foot forward into the strap. Now we're just going to take it down halfway and hold it there and breathe for 10 seconds. Deep inhales, deep exhales. And rest. Left hand to the head rest. Right arm reaches way overhead. Stretch out the side body. Hold it. And then rotate down, one hand to each side of the reformer. Get a little twist and just breathe. Both hands go over to the left side of the reformer, deepening that stretch throughout the side of the body. Carefully come up and adjust the weight so that you have one blue spring back on the reformer. Sit in that squat position facing the other direction. Now your right hand is going to hold the strap and you're going to stand up and punch your arm across the body. Exhale, and then inhale, hover your booty down or slightly tap it on the box when you come down. Even as you punch the arm, make sure the shoulders stay even. And as you come up, thrust the hips forward and activate the glutes to engage the back side of the body. Balance and breathe and get low. And try to keep the movement consistent the whole time. Inhale down, exhale up. Now bring your left knee on the box, turn your right foot out on the headrest, single arm shoulder press with the right hand, bring it down, and then pass it into the left hand, low to high draw sword. So we go up, down, switch it in the hand, cross it over. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, go into draw sword, low to high. So we just keep moving and breathing like this. And each time that you lift that arm up, feel the shoulder relaxed. Now sit on the box, Lean back, balance, pick the knees up for boat pose, and start to rotate side to side, targeting our obliques while balancing on the tailbone. Now, as we rotate to the foot bar, extend both legs up at a diagonal from the hips. And as you rotate back to the back side of the reformer, bend the knees back in. Side to side. Hold it at center and scissor kick the legs. One leg up, one leg down, point at the toes. Squeeze your core and breathe. Rest. Going into our lunging, now grab the strap in the right hand, step the left foot back to a lunge and you row, lengthen the arm, lift the leg up and balance. Lunge and row, lengthen and lift. Trying not to let your back knee touch the floor. Keeping your heart lifted. Feeling the lats and shoulder engage as you go into that low row. And lift up, push evenly into all four corners of your right foot as you balance and bring that left leg up. Now take it back and just lunge and row. Down and up. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down, exhale up. Neck stays long, core stays tight. Rest. Now going into our single arm tricep extension with the balance. Now the right hand is on the box, and the right leg extends back behind you in the air, and the left foot is down with the toes against the box as the left arm extends and bends. Taking that tricep extension, keep lifting the right leg up high. The neck is long, eyes are focused out in front of the reformer on the floor. Hold the arm back and just pulse that right leg up and down. Squeeze, release. Release and squeeze. Rest. Setting up for our side overs, facing up the other way. Add a spring or two on. Bend your right knee on the box, left foot through the strap, hands behind the head, wide elbows. Lower down, extend the arms, lift it up. All the way down, the arms extend. You reach the energy out of the fingertips and you lift. How low can you get? How slow can you come up? As you reach the arms out at that diagonal, make sure not to let the shoulders lift to the ears. Down, extend, lift. Inhale down, exhale, extend and lift. Now hold the arms up and just go all the way down, all the way up. Keeping the arms extended like you're holding a beach ball above the head. Lower and lift. Imagine there's two walls that you're in between so that we can keep that beautiful lateral flexion. Inhale down. Exhale up. We're almost there. Don't give up. Keep pushing your left foot forward into the strap. Now just hold it at a diagonal and breathe. Rest. Right hand to the head rest. Reach the left arm way overhead. Stretch out the side body. And then rotate down one hand to each side of the reformer. Drop your head and get a twist. Back to center. Come on up. And let's go into a deep hip stretch. Take your left hand to the handle on the box. Take your right hand to the outside edge of the foot. Your left foot is through the strap. And we're going to roll back and forward into our extension. Maybe getting a little deeper in that extension each time if it feels good on your body. All the way down. And if it feels good and available to you, drop your head back, look behind you, bringing that leg with you for a really deep adductor and hip stretch. If it's too much on your spine, obviously don't go so low. And then when you come up, make sure to really protect your neck by tucking the chin to the chest and rolling back up. Now hold it at the bottom and go into 3 little single leg circles while in your extension, and then reverse it, take it the other way. Grab behind the knee, tuck your chin to your chest, roll all the way up and switch, other side. Grab the outside edge of the left foot, right hand to the handle. Inhale, go all the way back as far as you can, maybe even into that full spinal extension. And then exhale, lift back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Breathing into it, getting a little deeper each time. Inhale as you go back. Now take it back, stay there, grab the box, 3 little circles in each direction, keeping it small. Now grab behind the knee, tuck your chin, come all the way up. Step it off. Take your foot bar down if it's up. Adjust the weight. 1 red spring is on the reformer. And place your long box on long ways. And grab the straps, setting up for teaser and backstroke. So you're going to lie onto your back with your shoulders off the box, starting with backstroke. Bring your knees up to tabletop. Take your thumb and pointer fingers together, curl up. Reach your arms and legs up, then circle the arms out and around and together. Reach for the toes, and then bend the elbows and knees back in. Inhale, your arms and legs go up. Exhale, circle the arms and legs around. Reach for the toes, hold it, and then bend the elbows and knees back in. That's where the work is happening when you hold it. Now setting up for teasers. Inhale, you lower down and your head goes back and you tee the arms out. Exhale, scoop through the arms, tuck the chin to the chest, curl up and extend both legs out with pointed toes. For teasers, it's really important to slowly begin to push through the arms as you tuck the chin and use the strength of the core to lift your upper body with the legs. Now setting up for serve-a-tray for 3. Scoop the arms, lift up 2. And 1, lower all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, lift back up into your teaser. And we're going to lower right back down, but this time our legs are straight and extended, adding more of a challenge. Exhale, lift up, reach for the toes. Inhale, lower back down, teeing the arms out, letting the head drop. Lifting all the way up, hold it at the top, right leg up, left leg down, 3 hug a trees under the right, then switch and 3 hug a trees under the left, and roll all the way back down. Take your box off, bring your foot bar up, adjust the weight. 1 blue spring is on, right foot on the floor, left foot against the shoulder block, hands on the foot bar, 2 straight arms. Now bring your foot up onto the foot bar, straighten both legs, set up for a split. If it feels good to keep your foot on the floor with the heel down, toes up, that's a great option too. Now turn to the side, left foot against the shoulder block, right foot on the floor, turned out. Grab the edge of the reformer, bring your forearms down to the edge of the reformer, and come up. Switch. Left foot on the floor, right foot against the shoulder block, bend and stretch back to our deep psoas stretch. Then bring your foot up and push out to your splits. Breathe. Come back up, turn to the side, turn the foot out, move down to your forearms, tuck your chin to the chest. Deep inhales, deep exhales here. Awesome work today. Now cross your right ankle over the left knee. Let's do a couple arching curls just to release the piriformis. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl, switch. Left ankle over the right knee. Arch and curl, forward and back. Feeling the hips open. Awesome work today. Thank you for joining. Have a great day.